What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here today with a good friend of mine. I always enjoy talking to this man. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Legal Killer Kev in the house.
Legal Killer Kev is in the house. And if you don't know by now, get to know, go check out his YouTube channel. Great content, great Call of Duty player, lots of humor, plenty of good content on the way. We're just going to get straight into this, man. So what was your opinion, Legal, on CM Punk's MMA debut?
Oh, man, ever since it was announced, I just knew it would be terrible because he doesn't know shit about MMA. I mean, come on. He's been in WWE, which isn't actual fighting, so how can you just transition to the big leagues?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I personally think he went about things the wrong way, and we both mutually agreed that, someone can't just wake up one day on the wrong side of the bed and say, hey, I want to be a mixed martial artist, because these guys have been doing this for years. I'm talking about, they've been training since they was as young as 10. They got black belts in every different, discipline. CM Punk, just off of 2 years of training, thought that he could compete amongst some of the world's best, fighters. And I just find that funny because, Legal just said, this isn't pro wrestling. It's not fixed. There's no script, even though some things are a bit dodgy and, you assume that certain people threw fights, but there was nothing fake about what happened to CM Punk when he stepped into the octagon with Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall took him straight to the floor. Punk didn't even land a single punch other than punches off his back that did nothing. Mickey Gall went to town on his face with hammer fists, punches, and then he, locked in a choke, like a rear naked choke, and Punk tapped. No heart at all that 2 years, and that's basically what happens, And I think I saw in the comment section, Legal, that someone actually said this is the closest thing that you'll see to a civilian, stepping in the cage with a fighter. Yeah. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Do you think it was a complete mismatch?
Yeah, I don't think it should have ever happened because it's really unfair to put a white belt against a brown belt. That's
without a doubt, yeah. I mean, it was literally.
Look at how Batista got into it. He didn't just say, "Hey, I want to go to the major leagues of MMA." No. He went to some no-name.
Yeah, some
MMA
minor
fighting.
league, organization. Yeah. And
exactly.
I think
he didn't just go to the big leagues.
I think we'll both agree and say Batista tread softly, and Punk just literally jumped straight into the deep end with not just sharks, I'm talking great whites, and he literally not only drowned, but he got his ass eaten alive. And, if that's what's going to happen to CM Punk, and this is nothing, against Mickey Gall, I know personally that Mickey Gall is a good fighter. I'm not too sure if he'll be as good as some of the top 5 guys. That's yet to be seen, these guys in the UFC, just because they've got too much years of experience underneath their belt. They know what they got themselves into. And CM Punk, same again, is a man in his late 30s that is trying something as if to say, he wanted to take up a new hobby, except for the only difference is that this is real. This is, real life fighting. This isn't WWE. And with all the respect to all the WWE athletes, because it's a tough sport, and necks do get broken and careers do end. This isn't like full contact in terms of you're getting punched in your face and the other guy's trying to rip your head off to bring home bread and butter for his family. So with all due respect to CM Punk, the guy's got some balls. He stepped in there, he did his thing. I've got to take my hat off to him, and I'm sure, Legal, you'd even admit the guy had some guts to do that, to get in there. But at the same time, the difference is that pro wrestling and MMA is two different animals, and MMA is the real deal. So is pro wrestling, but MMA is the real deal as far as it's legitimate, everything about it. There's no script, there's no stunts, it's literally full contact. May the best man win, and whoever brings what to the table, whoever performs better on that night is going to be the winner, and onwards from there. And I remember, Legal, if you want to just tell the people real quick, you were saying how Punk had his sights set on a title, and I just find that bogus.
Yeah. Let me tell you about that. So a lot of people have been calling CM Punk delusional, and he is. He actually thought that after 3 or 4 wins, it wasn't far-fetched to give him a title shot. Those were his words.
Wow. See,
I mean, it's kind of sad how delusional he was, like, if you really think about it. Like, funny, but it's also, like, really sad.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. Was I a fan of CM Punk's work in pro wrestling? Absolutely, but I do think the fame and the popularity, if you will, has gone to his head to where he's still thinking he's top of the mountain, cutting promos, dropping pipe bombs in the WWE, and I just really think, like Legal said, he's delusional to think that he would have been a contender when he's never had a proper fight in his life for many, many years, other than a fan jumping the barricade, like Booker T said. And 2 years of training is not going to cut it in the UFC. I think he should have went on maybe the Ultimate Fighter, even beneath that, work his way up through the minor leagues. What would you think about that, Legal, rather than just jumping straight in there and competing with guys that are like top 10?
Ultimate Fighter, he probably would have lost immediately, and maybe start off with the minor leagues first, then you could try out Ultimate Fighter.
You know what? That's even better. Yeah.
It's true. It's true how it all went to his head, like you said, because when they asked him why he wouldn't shake Mickey Gall's hand, he said he's here to punch people in the face, not shake hands.
And
that seemed like something that he would say if he was in WWE. Like, it seemed like he was
exactly, yeah. So it's like he's still like in promo mode, where he's like still in his character, or well, not promo mode, but like he's still in character, as if he's Mr. Best in the world, like he was in WWE, to give it the whole "I'm here to punch people's faces." You can't say that if you've not had a professional MMA fight. I mean, if he was at least 1-0, I mean, it's respectable, right?
Yeah, he should have been more humble too.
Without that, yeah.
I mean, you're a beginner. Like, you don't want to eat your words. I mean,
exactly, and he did just that. And you know what? Much respect to Mickey Gall. As young as the guy is, I mean, I'm 24, you're 24. I mean, the guy is the same age as us, or 25, my bad. So 25, 24. He's around about the same age as us, and so much maturity in that young man. Just because, most people who's our age would be hotheads and be like, I kicked CM Punk's ass, but he actually said, let's clap for this man. He's earned my respect. He completely put over Punk, even though Punk, as we both know, sort of got slaughtered, so...
He didn't even give himself credit, though. Like, he said he beat a fighter. He didn't beat a great fighter. He knows he didn't, fight like an actual good fighter. He knows there was no challenge, so he's not going to brag about it. He's not going to say, yeah, I'm good. He's just,
exactly.
Being honest, I just beat a fighter. He's not a great fighter.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. And to wrap things up, is there any last things you want to say on this situation that's happened? And now that he's 0-1, do you think he should fight again? Is my question to you.
He said he wants to fight again. He just needs to practice and get a minor league.
Yeah. So you think he should take a step down from UFC and work his way up the ladder? Yeah. And I think Legal's right here, just because like the door, Dana White has obviously given him a chance. Obviously Punk was not ready. It looked like a complete mismatch. So despite the age difference of Mickey Gall being the much younger fighter by well over 10 years, it looked like the roles were reversed. It looked like a man to a boy, and the man was Mickey Gall that night. So, congrats to Mickey Gall. He has a bright future in MMA. And as far as CM Punk, if you do want to fight again, I know I'm no expert, I'm no fighter, and, like I said, respect to you for doing what most of us wouldn't do. But my advice would be, if my advice counts, is, like Legal said, work your way up. Start from the minor leagues, onwards from there, and see if you've got it going on. And that's all I got to say. So I hope everyone's enjoyed this video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're not saying that CM Punk shouldn't fight again, because I would personally love to see him fight again, and it would be kind of funny if he lost again. But that being said, you know, nothing but respect to him for stepping in there. But at the same time, he did eat his words, like Legal said. You know, he came in there all cocky, saying he was going to punch people's faces, and he doesn't shake hands. You know, he punches faces. So for him to come out like that, be that ignorant towards a you know, the fighter in, you know, Mickey Gall, I thought that was just pure disrespect, because Mickey tried to shake his hand, tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he just wasn't having it. You know, he was being cocky, the cocky celebrity that he is, and that's all I got to say on that. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. You know, thank you, Legal, for being a part of this this discussion. Everybody go check out LegalkillerKev. And let us know what you guys think of his MMA debut. Do you think he should fight again? Do you think, you know, is it even worth, you know, stepping in the octagon again? Same thing. Or should he step away and maybe raise a family with probably the only best thing he's got going right now, which is AJ Lee? So, you know, let me know what you guys think. Remember to subscribe to both me and Legal. And I'm out of here. Peace.
Peace.